You're listening to the Big Shaw Sports Report on Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right, we are live, everybody. So this is your boy Big Shaw from
You're
the
listening
Big Shaw
to
Sports
the Big
Report,
Shaw
Big Shaw
Sports
Podcast.
Report on
I hope
Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right, sorry for the technical. Whether what's up, everybody? I'm so sorry. I had a little technical difficulties earlier with the weather here. It's been kind of up and down all day. I had to move a little few things around, but I want to apologize again because of the weather. The internet's been going crazy all day. But I will tell you this in the headlines today. One big headline that came across the screen this morning, I think it was earlier this morning, that the Houston Police Department, they are now investigating Deshaun Watson now. So what does that mean for the future of Deshaun Watson? Will he play this year? But we don't know that. But I do have a little bit of breaking news. I know this is a sports show, but the legendary rapper we know is DMX, he has been taken off life support and is breathing on his own. That is very good news for everyone that's fans of DMX and in the music world. We know he was fighting demons and stuff like that in his life before. So that is very, very, very great news about DMX. So let's just keep on going right now. Speaking on Deshaun Watson, will he be on the field this year? We don't know. That is something that I would love to see. I want to see him on the field this year, but this is starting to become very, very, very serious right now for him. So I hope this stuff is not true about Deshaun Watson, because he's a very, he's a young man. He still has time in his career to be an MVP or to win a Super Bowl trophy, here and there. So that's something that's very, very disturbing, what's going on. So let me get you some more headlines. Hold on right quick. Okay. In the background, you see Baylor is beating Houston pretty bad, but we're not going to get into all that right now. Give me one more second. The internet is very, very crazy today. Okay, I'm back. Got to fix a little something here. But we just got to talk about Mr. Deshaun Watson. I hope everything is fine with him. So let's just keep on going for right now. The Arizona Lady Wildcats, they took down UConn last night. That was a heartbreaker to me because I was going for UConn. I am a UConn fan. I had UConn winning that game, but my girls, they didn't pull through. But they still had a great season no matter what, they say. My girls had a very, very, very great season. Let's just keep on going here. Lola Chicago head basketball coach Porter Moser, he is out. He is going to be the head coach at Oklahoma, another great school. I like to see Oklahoma make some moves next season and try to push themselves to the championship, maybe to a Final Four. Oklahoma, they have talent there as well in the basketball world. Just not football, but basketball too. And the NCAA Women's Championship is all Pac-12. All Pac-12. Stanford versus the Arizona Lady Wildcats. This will be a good game, guys. This is something that you should keep your eyes on. A good game like this, keep your eyes on it, and watch these ladies play some ball. A lot of people, they don't support women's basketball for some strange reason. I think that's something that we should do more every day, is support these ladies in what they do in sports, not only sports, but in everything that they do. These ladies do a very, very great job every year, every season. These ladies, they play their hearts out. Even in softball, they play their hearts out every time. But again, I want to apologize for the technical difficulties that I had today. The weather and the internet together, when it messes up, everything crashes. But I got everything together again, so we can roll. And the NCAA, they have not tested for any drugs at the championships. This is crazy. But I'm sure none of these guys or none of these ladies have been taking drugs before the championship games. We don't know that. But if they have, hey, you can't do nothing about it because you don't test. That is crazy. This is crazy, man. And again, I want to say again to all of you that didn't know, the rapper, legendary rapper, I'm going to say it again to a lot of people. I have great friends in New York, in the New York area. They called me this morning and let me, with DMX, he is off life support and he is breathing on his own. That is very, very encouraging news. We know that our guy, he's been going through a whole lot throughout his career, battling addiction, trying to get his life and career back on track. That is so good to hear about DMX. That is very great news. And shout out to my guys on Unscripted. I will be there after my show. So let's talk about who would you pick? That is my new game. Who would you pick? Earl Campbell or Eric Dickerson? Two great running backs, okay? Two great running backs that I've never had the opportunity to see play in my life because I was born in 1986. I was just a baby. I didn't understand what was going on at those times. But let me tell you, for what I know and for what I've seen in my life, thanks to YouTube and thanks to people that seen these guys play in their time. It is very tough. It is a very hard pick for me, but I'm going to go with Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell, he was a bruiser. Earl Campbell was a physical running back, one of the greatest running backs I ever seen play. He was a very powerful man. He had big legs and big thighs. He could run you over like a freight train coming at you. He was a very great running back. Not taking up from Eric Dickerson. He was great also. But if I was starting a franchise, let's just start at college. If I was a head coach, I'm just gonna pick a college, say Iowa, okay? And I need a bruiser. I need a running back. I need somebody physical. I need a freak of nature. I would get Earl Campbell. Nothing from Eric Dickerson, but I would get Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell, he's awesome. Big guy. Next one. On who would you pick? Bo Jackson or Barry Sanders? Yes, I said it. I'm going to tell you who I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick my boy. I got to go with him. Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders was swift. He was fast. He was quick. But just think if Barry Sanders had the Dallas Cowboys line. I know my boy Jay likes that. Just think if he had a line like the Dallas Cowboys. Would he still be playing longer? I think he would, because Barry Sanders was very, very, very good at what he done. Same for Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson was he was real good, but he went to Auburn. So that's the only thing I'm going to hold against him, because he went to Auburn. If he didn't go to Auburn, I would have picked him. But you know what, Bo Jackson, and his stellar college career, he was awesome. My honorable mention was Herschel Walker. He was also a great at Georgia. He was really, really, really well in Georgia. Very good in Georgia. But hold on, folks. Hello? Yes. I apologize again. Had to take that phone call. Bo Jackson had a stellar career, real great, running back. Even in the NFL, he did good. Injuries got him here and there, but he was great. So I can't take nothing from Bo Jackson. So I want to give you some baseball scores. I know my boy Frankie at Frankie C Sports. He's gonna love this. We are big Yankee fans. Me and my boy Frankie. That's something that you can't take from us. We're Yankee fans. But I'm gonna tell you a situation that I wanted to speak on, but I was told, let's not talk about it. The Atlanta taking the All-Star game out of Atlanta, so we're not going to speak on that. But let's give you some baseball scores. The first game, we're going to talk about this. I love it. My New York Yankees, they beat Toronto Blue Jays 5-3. We're coming, folks. I'm telling you, we're on our way. The Baltimore Orioles, they won 4-2 over the Boston Red Sox. I want to speak on the Boston Red Sox. They're going to get themselves together, but I don't know when they're going to get themselves together. Now, I'm not a Boston fan. I just like to see the teams that should be where they're supposed to be winning games. In Boston, they're going to get there sooner or later. They're going to get over that hump, and they're going to start winning more games. So let's just keep going. The Houston Astros, they're up 7-1. And the St. Louis Cardinals, they're losing to the Reds 4-9. And the Tampa Bay Rays, they're playing the Florida Marlins. It's 2-2 at the bottom of the third. And the Milwaukee Brewers and the Minnesota Twins, they're tied. And let's just keep on going for these scores here. The big score here that I looked at, the Royals, they beat the Rangers 11-4. The Cubs beat the Pirates 5-1. And the Phillies, they blanked Atlanta 4-0. Here are the games that's going to be later on today. The LA Dodgers versus the Colorado Rockies. That game is at 7:10. And the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. The Chicago White Sox, which is the team I'm picking to take it all. I said it. They're going to take it all. I'll go back and take my L if they don't. Okay? They will be playing the Anaheim Angels. And the San Francisco Giants versus the Seattle Mariners at 8:10. And the Mets and the National, that game has been postponed. So let's go to topic 1. Can the ACC keep up with the SEC and the Big Ten? I'm going to tell you this. I think they can, but they have to spend money. The ACC has to spend money. You want to spend money, you're going to be able. You will get there with the SEC and the Big Ten, but they just have a different financial trajectory there compared to the other Power 5 teams. That's all. But they got to bring in more money in order for that to happen, and just rewrite the league's image. Bring that image and turn that image around, and you will be able to keep up with the SEC and the Big Ten. That's what they do. We spend money in the SEC. They spend money in the Big Ten. That's why they're where they are now. Look at these facilities. Not taking enough from Clemson or Miami. These facilities in the SEC are top-notch facilities. That's why they tell you, spend the money. If you got it, spend the money on what you need. The fans, and get the fans involved in everything. The SEC Media Day, man, it is packed with people. That's a place that I've never experienced. I never went to the SEC Media Day, but hopefully one day in my life that I will be able to do that. I will be able to go, and experience something great like that. The SEC Media Day is very fun and very awesome. I watch it every time on TV. Hopefully one day, if the podcast pops off and goes to incredible heights, maybe one day I could get there and enjoy it. Topic 2. Let's get to it. Topic 2. Justin Fields. He is my player watch. I know a lot of people was talking mad noise about Justin Fields' work ethic. And I have to say, whoever said that, obviously you don't watch Justin Fields. I've been watching Justin Fields for a while, and I think he has a very good work ethic. If you ask me, I really do think so. I don't see anything wrong with his work ethic. He plays hard. Seems like a very nice young man to be around. So I can't say nothing negative about Justin Fields. People say so many negative things about these players that don't even know them. But I can tell you this. I know he got a very strong work ethic. If he can bring that work ethic that he had in college, bring it to the NFL, I think he will have a wonderful, wonderful career. I enjoy seeing these guys work from the college, from the high school level. Remember, it all starts in the Pop Warner, your flag football. It all starts when you're young. Then it stays with you for years and years and years to come. Justin Fields, I think he will have a great career in the NFL. I don't think he'll be a bust. I don't think he'll be a backup. I think he will be a starter. He will be a star in this league in the NFL. So whoever picks him, which I hope is Atlanta, groom him with Matt Ryan, and then watch him develop, because he will be a superstar in this league in no time. Justin Fields will be that man to watch for in the NFL draft. Watch him and watch him closely. Keep him under your watch and watch what he do. I think he will do real well in Atlanta if he goes. Some may, some think he's going later. Some think he may go in the middle. But I can see Justin Fields getting off that board fast. I can really see him getting off the board kind of early. So Justin Fields, don't worry about what the naysayers say. Do your thing, handle your business, and don't worry about what people say. You're gonna be the man when you get drafted or wherever you go. You will be that guy. So hold your head up, Justin Fields. Do your thing. Don't worry about what anybody else says. Because you know why? Prove your point in the NFL. Because you're gonna have that opportunity, young man, to prove to the world that you are that guy. So don't worry about again what anybody else say um, at this time or at any other time. Your play will show for you. So I didn't like the stuff that the man said about Justin Fields. I sat there and I heard it. So just prove them wrong. You're gonna be that guy. I'm telling you, Justin Fields. Don't worry about what nobody says. Play your game the way you play it. Always be the first man in and the last one out. Don't be the last one in. Be the first one in and do the best job that you can do. Don't worry about nobody else. Topic 3. Let me hit you right now. What is the nice lady in UConn? I knew she had it in her. I knew she was going to win this award because she played so hard. She played so well. Miss Page. I don't want to blow your last name up, but you know who I'm talking about at UConn. She became the first freshman to win the Naismith Award. That tells you how great of a player she was. Or she is in UConn. She is, and I'm very glad that she won that award. It's very exciting, not only for the school, but the ladies all together in sports. It's a great thing. We need to come around these ladies. We need to support them in what they do because you know what? They support us in what we do. It don't have to be sports, but they support us in everything. So we should do the same thing. We should go to the WNBA games. We should go see the NCAA games that these ladies play in. We should go see these ladies play softball because they give it their all. They give it 1,000.9 quadrillion effort. And that's what we have to do for these ladies. They do a very great job. And I enjoy watching these ladies play the sports that they do. They give it 100, 1,000, 10.9% every day, game in, game out. They're all in the communities every day doing their thing. So support the ladies, in what they do. Let's talk about Eddie Robinson, one of the greatest coaches in all of college football. If you don't know the late, great Eddie Robinson, he was the great coach in Grambling for 1,000,000,001 years. He was a very great coach at Grambling. A lot of great African-American players came from under him at Grambling. They really did. A lot of great black players, African-American players came from Grambling. Very nice school. I had a lot of friends go to Grambling. A lot of great friends went to Southern. Their rivals there. It was just a great school. And as a kid, watching the Bayou Classic and stuff like that, just watching him coach, man. And then he went on to got his wings and went on, but one of the greatest college football coaches of all time, the great late Eddie Robinson. He was very humble. He seemed like a very nice man. He was a mentor to a lot of players. A very great coach. We need more coaches like that, like Mr. Eddie Robinson. Very great coach, very great man to watch him coach. So never heard anything bad about him in my life. As long as I've been watching sports and been around sports, I've never heard anything wrong about Mr. Eddie Robinson. Let's go to this topic here that it's something that I like. I like NASCAR. That's a sport that I've been trying to get into for a long time. The best NASCAR driver of all time, of course, Mine is the late, great Dale Earnhardt Sr., one of the best NASCAR drivers that I had the opportunity to see on TV. Yeah, I see him on TV. Very great, very great, very great. A lot of people that I know around the NASCAR stuff like that, I love NASCAR. They tell you, man, he was very cool. But his last race was horrifying to look. I watched it, very horrifying to look. I thought everything was going to be okay until maybe they told us maybe a few minutes later and all that kind of crushed the NASCAR world. It took the NASCAR world by storm. It took the whole sports world by storm when the passing of Dale Earnhardt Sr. came on. Very, very devastating. If you love sports as a whole, you knew Dale Earnhardt Sr. meant a lot to not only race car but his family as well, and everyone else that supported him all that time. Richard Petty was another great driver. We had a lot of great NASCAR drivers, guys. I can talk about it all day long, but I'm going to tell you what. The sport to watch, and I'm going to start doing my research on this sport. A lot of people talk to me and like, you know what, Big Shaw, talk about hockey. Can you talk about hockey one day? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about hockey one day. I'm going to do my homework for I won't look crazy. But I tell you what, I'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, guys, I'm back. Thank y'all very much. Let's talk about some wrestling. That is another thing that I love. I love wrestling. If you know me, I love it. I love it. So, doing a little searching this morning, The Undertaker, he said he has zero desire to be back in the ring. Was he just saying that just to say it? We don't know. He may bless us with his presence one day, come back in the ring and surprise us all, shock us, and just come back into the WWE for one more match. If so, who would that one match that you would love to see The Undertaker come back and fight for one more time? If you had the chance to see him fight, wrestle, who would that opponent you would love to see him fight against? I'm going to tell you somebody that I would love to see him fight one more time. It would be very good. I would like to see him and Kane go at it one more time, because when those two monsters, those two beasts went at it, it was great. It was fun to watch. It was very entertaining. The Inferno matches, the Buried Alive match, the casket match, they had some very great matches with those two guys. I really, really, really loved it. I really did. And the WWE confirmed that a wrestler has tested positive for the coronavirus. Man, that's not good. We don't have the name yet. So I just can't make up a name and expect people to run with it. You don't do stuff like that. You want to have your facts together. And number 3, wrestling talk. What a win for Bobby Lashley. What would that do for Bobby Lashley if he can score a win? Let me tell you guys, I think it's just coming from me, not nobody else, not from Big Shaw. Listen, do you think Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, would that be a great fight, a great match in the ring? If so, what type of match you think those two would have with no Brock Lesnar? He's been MIA for a little while, just for a little tad bit. I'm a big fan of both guys. Bobby Lashley for a very long time. He's been, the main card, bouncing around, doing this. But you know what? He still found a way to make himself relevant again. I like Bobby Lashley. I love him. So will Brock Lesnar come back after WrestleMania? Or will he come during WrestleMania? We don't know what they got planned, but I'm telling you, I think something is up their sleeve in the WWE. I really do. I would love to see Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley go at it in a Hell of a Cell match. That'd be something very, very, very great to see. Guys, I only got 30 minutes left, but again, I want to apologize for the technical difficulty that I had earlier. I so apologize. I want to apologize to my fans. I want to apologize to everyone at Northeast Streaming Sports and Unscripted and all my fans out there. Had a few text messages saying, "Big Show, where did you go? Where did you go?" I am sorry. That goes to show you have fans and you have people that actually watch your show. And when you get messages like that, "Oh man, your screen went black for a good while. What happened? You're all right." I am fine. I am here, guys. And I want to thank everybody for that, because they didn't have to do that at all. So SmackDown, their ratings are looking up. Really good for SmackDown. They're doing great things. They're trying to get the wrestling business back up to par where it once was at one time. See, a long time ago, you didn't have to worry about these ratings because the ratings were fine. But now you have a new variety of fans. You don't have the fans from the Attitude Era as much because we left. A lot of us left. So, and look at this too. I want to say this too. Maybe some of y'all may not agree about this. AEW. I think it's good for WWE to give them a good push. A good push. I think that will give them a great push to step their game up on that level. And what is everybody's favorite Kane match? Again, mine is still with The Undertaker. They had some great, very, very, very great matches. And I know some people thought, and they were brothers in real life. I know y'all did, because I thought that for a minute until I said back then, hey, something's not right here. Something's not right. And I want to say this also. This is something that is on my mind. WrestleMania is getting close. So the match that I'm going to have my eyes on will be Roman Reigns and the Edge and the Daniel Bryan match. I think something's going to happen. I really do. But I'm not going to spoil it. But I think something's going to happen. I really do. I think something's going to happen there with that match. So y'all watch that match very closely. And this too. This too. I'm going to say it again. I think Brock Lesnar may come back. Frankie, do you think so? He's my co-host on Scripted. After this, I'm going straight to it. But I know today, for most people, it was the spring game. It was a spring game for Clemson, and I think Arkansas today. Clemson, let me tell you guys, Clemson, to me, they look good. They look good. You don't have to worry about Clemson and their quarterback situation. They have their quarterback. I'm not worrying about that. I'm not worrying about nothing at all for Clemson. I want to see Clemson. I want to see Clemson back in the championship. I want to see Clemson back in the championship. I want to tell you who's going to probably stop Clemson. You know, I'm going to brag. I'm going to brag on this school for a quick minute. I love the Hurricanes. I love the Hurricanes. I really do. I love the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes, they could be the threat to Clemson. They really could. Because I love what they're doing out in Miami. I am a firm believer in Miami Now, will they get over Alabama? Probably not. Probably not. But that doesn't mean that they cannot make that step forward and handle Clemson, beat the team they need to beat in order to work. Miami Hurricanes football is back. That is my team in the ACC. You better watch out for them. Watch out for them. The Miami Hurricanes, I think they're back this year. I really do. I really do. And I'm also looking at LSU. LSU. Maybe this could be the year. I'm gonna stop paying on LSU. Maybe this could be the year could it be? Could it be the year LSU show? Hey, we messed up last year. We didn't give our best showing to the world. Maybe this year could be the year. Could anybody wake up the angry monster in Mississippi State in Starkville? Hey, don't laugh at me because Mississippi State, let me tell you, it is very special. Any team in the SEC is good. They can beat anybody on any given day. But Mississippi State, they can play with the big boys. They really can. I'm anxious to see what they're going to do this year. I'm waiting to see their spring game. I think Arkansas had theirs today. Arkansas, they're getting there. They're almost there. They're halfway there, but Arkansas, they're getting there. They are getting there. They are getting there. They're almost there. They're almost there. I love Arkansas. I really do. I'm in love with Arkansas. It's something about Arkansas, Wolf Pig Stewie that I love. Arkansas is very, very special. I love their field. I love their stadium. I've been to a game. Okay. I've been to a game. The fan base is great in Arkansas. Very, 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 very great. If you've never been to Fayetteville, you ever been to a game out in Arkansas, check it out. Check it out in Arkansas. Check those boys out. Very, very great fan base. Even in basketball, very great basketball fan base. Baseball too. They love their team to support them every game. So thanks for letting me enjoy myself in Arkansas. Ole Miss, they're almost there. They're almost there. Ole Miss is almost there, but they're gonna get there. They're gonna get to where they need to be soon. I'm gonna give Ole Miss maybe about them. Let's switch gears. I'll talk about the Pac-12. The Pac-12, USC. I know We're gonna get this internet stuff right, y'all. I am so sorry again. Listen, I'm not gonna cut the show. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep going. This is the thing. You have to keep going. Even though you have technical difficulties, you got to keep going. You got to keep going. Don't stop. You got to keep going. I don't have much time, guys. I wish I could do it over again. But listen. I apologize. Your boy Big Sean just going through this internet weather stuff here in Louisiana. But I will tell you this much. I'm gonna start getting into a little bit of soccer, tennis, golf. I want to start branching out and touching all the major sports because I think that'd be a good thing not only for me but also for the podcast by itself as a whole. That would be a very great thing to do and to get your hands on it. I know football and baseball. And I said, yeah, it's everybody's favorite sport, but sometimes you got to hit those other sports also, like golf, tennis, hockey. I'm going to tell you what. That's what I'm going to do in the next few days. I'm going to take a little break off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and we're going to discuss tennis, golf, and hockey. We're going to discuss it, NASCAR, because there's a lot of NASCAR fans out there in the world. Believe it or not. We're going to talk about it. We're going to, and just to bring in another variety of fans and bring that culture of sports all in one. That is something that I've been wanting to do. I've been talking to a lot of people that play golf, that play some of the big people, but it's people that watch it, people that's been around the game of golf. What could I in sports, golf, tennis, and hockey? You want to have all your information correct. You don't want to go on live looking crazy or looking stupid because you're saying something that's not even true. Sometimes you have to sit back, take your time, and have a good show. I know today's show was kind of cut, kind of bad with the bad connection and the rain. But guess what? I didn't give up. I didn't go anywhere. I stayed right here. I stayed talking. There it is again, guys. I'm embarrassed because it's been doing this since this morning, but I did not want to come on because I figured that it'd be better, but the internet is still bad. But I was like, what, I'm gonna go on anyway, and I'm gonna give it the best that I can. Yesterday's show was great. I really did. I really thought yesterday's show was amazing yesterday, and I want to thank everyone that watched it, everyone that left comments, and just for everyone again that watched it. It was a very great show. And maybe tomorrow, if I come on tomorrow, it's going to be even better. It's going to be great, great, great. When you're doing an hour show, you have to make sure you have everything in. You want to bring the best. You want to do the best that you can on your podcast because you never know who's sitting there listening. But guys, it's getting real short. My time is fast. a top college football offense, top college football defense, and the coaches. And this is something that I like to do. This should be fun tomorrow, guys. I hope everyone that's watching this, I hope y'all make a list of your favorite college players on offense, favorite college players on defense, and your coaches. Let's do it fun tomorrow. But this is the topic here, guys, before we leave. Topic, this is the fun side. This is what I call the fun side. LeBron James and Shannon Sharpe playing basketball. Who will beat them? LeBron James and Shannon Sharpe. Could anybody beat them too? No, absolutely not. Nobody will beat them. You know why? Because they're just that good. Shannon Sharpe is amazing. I bet he is in basketball. Matter of fact, I know he can play. I know he can. Yes, he's a football legend, but I'm sure he can play basketball. And if he gets in the body, he can call LeBron James. He can call LeBron James to help him. I think that'll be a great matchup. I seen that on Facebook. Somebody had it was a thing on Facebook about the new Space Jam movie. The new Space Jam movie. And I took it and had to laugh at that. Man, that was so hilarious. You know, Shannon Sharpe, he's a very funny guy. I watch the show every chance I can get. Every chance I can get, I watch the show. I just so happen to just take that and I put that in my notes about Shannon Sharpe and LeBron James playing basketball. Who would win that game against those two? Let me tell you. Scottie Pippen against LeBron James and Shannon Sharpe. That would be a fun matchup to see. But another thing I want to speak on while I have a little bit of time is the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors, they're going through so much right now. But have they found their identity yet without Klay Thompson? Absolutely. They have not. I think Golden State needs Klay Thompson because he's that guy that can get Stephen Curry going at any time. So here's a question also that I was asked to bring up. Who's the better shooter? Who's the better shooter? Stephen Curry or Klay Thompson? You know, that's a good question. Because all the time Steph Curry, he doesn't set. He gets the ball, he gets the ball all net. Klay Thompson, he's a setup shooter. Kind of like a Ray Allen and Reggie Miller. Those guys, they set their feet, and he shoots the ball. Now, if I had to pick a player, I would pick Klay Thompson because Stephen Curry, he's the populist pick. But I will go at Klay Thompson because I love the way he plays the game of basketball. He's not scared of driving to the rim, getting dirty, getting down and rugged. He's not scared. Curry, he's not going to always drive into the lane all the time. He's not going to do that. That's not his game. Curry will kill you from beyond. Curry will kill you from the moon. He will shoot you to death from the moon. That's the type of game that Curry is. Curry is a very great three-point shooter, one of the greatest three-point shooters that came through in my generation. You know, matter of fact, a lot of great NBA shooters came through my generation. Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, Mark Price. I don't think Mark Price came through in mine. Dirk Nowitzki, he came through in mine. Steve Kerr, Tony Kukoc. These guys was dangerous. Hershey Hawkins, Nick Anderson, Dennis Scott. Guys like that just came through in my generation were great three-point shooters. Were great three-point shooters. I enjoyed it. I missed the days in the paint to where the centers and the power forwards, they played their positions, they played their games. I never seen David Robinson going out to shoot a 3-pointer. I never seen that in my life. I never seen Hakeem Olajuwon going out to the moon and hitting a three. I never saw that before. I'm so used to a power forward and a center playing their position and playing tough. That's how the game of the NBA was. That's how the NBA was. Those guys stayed in the paint and they played their role, and they played their role really well. Now they have got away from that. Now they're just shooting three from Mars. Now all of a sudden they're just throwing a ball up from half court and making a shot. I don't want to see that. This is what I want to see. I want to see Zion Williamson. I love this guy. I love this young man. Zion Williamson. He's going to be my player to watch next week after we do the college stuff. Zion Williamson is a beast. He's a monster. If I was Zion Williamson, don't listen to everybody else. Don't go hit no 3-pointers. Stay in the paint. And bring that position back. You be the man to bring that position back. I love him. I love Zion Williamson. The man is absolute nasty. He is a freak of nature. Great guy. Great guy. Look, I'm gonna tell you, he seems like he's very humble. I love what he's doing in New Orleans. I hope he don't get the big head and want to leave New Orleans. I hope he stays humble and stay right where you are, because New Orleans, they're going to build around you. You got a few guys around you already, but just keep doing your thing in New Orleans, Zion Williamson. I haven't watched him play yet this year, because honestly, guys, I've been trying to get this podcast off. I've been trying to get it going. So, a lot of sacrifices, I've made just to get this podcast. But again, I want to thank everybody. My time is getting short. Now I'm on a schedule. Now I'm on a schedule. So I want to thank everyone for bringing me into their homes, giving me the opportunity, to listen to me. I know today, again, I want to apologize again. I can't stop apologizing enough. I want to apologize to everyone again in Northeast Streaming, Zodiac TV, Unscripted, and all my fans that are watching from near and far. Because of the weather and the internet is horrible, but I hung in there. I didn't leave. I didn't shut down. I kept going, and I want to thank y'all very much for letting me come on. I have 5 minutes left, but I want to thank everybody for letting me come in and do my thing. It's just been crazy today. It's been very crazy. But again, I want to thank everyone for watching and giving me the opportunity. But I will say this on one good sports note. I will say this. I got a team that I want everybody to watch out for. I didn't say this yesterday because I thought I said it, but obviously I didn't. I want you to sit back, and I want y'all to watch this team here this coming up season in college football. Watch Penn State. I know I gave up on Penn State a few weeks ago, but I sat back on it and I listened, and I said, you know what? I said, Penn State is going to get it together. So I'm going to put my faith back in Penn State, because Penn State, they had a few good years, but they ran into a brick wall. So maybe can fix what they messed up. If Penn State can fix what they messed up and get it together, Penn State can beat Ohio State. They can beat the Michigan States. They can beat Michigan. I got my faith in Penn State one more time. I want to see what Penn State is going to do. My eyes will be on Penn State, only Penn State, Michigan. I'm not worried about Ohio State because guess what? Ohio State is going to do their thing. They're going to do their thing regardless of what happens. Penn State will always do their thing. I thought about this too, guys. Just think, what would it look like if you take Ohio State, you put them in the SEC. You take, let's say you take Tennessee out. You put Tennessee to replace Ohio State. You just switch everything up. Would Alabama still win all those championships? You took Alabama out the SEC. You took Alabama, you put Bama in the Pac-12. You take LSU out, put LSU in the ACC. How would that look? You take Georgia out, you put Georgia with Texas. You take Texas out and put Texas in the ACC. Just take everybody out, put them all around. How would it look? How would that look? It'll look crazy, would it? But Alabama, LSU, they're still around the table. I promise you. I promise you. Take them out of the SEC. I'm just saying, people don't get mad. If you take them out of the SEC, okay, take them out of the SEC, I bet you Bama and LSU will meet up. I'm just saying, that's my theory. We all got our own theories that we go by and that we like. To keep going. So, guys, we'll be on Unscripted. And I think Houston lost today. Houston lost. The Houston Cougars lost. Let me tell you something, guys. That's it, everybody. I'm sorry again for the technical difficulties. I will be back tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the Big Shaw Sports Report. And I'm going on Unscripted right now. That's where you can meet me. So thank you.
You're listening to the Big Shaw Sports Report on Northeast Streaming Sports.